It's week 1 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the Giants, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. A run on first down with Shipley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the young man making his first NFL start. A big spot here for the rookie quarterback.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. We've got an injured player, and that's running back Devin Singletary, who's in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 41-yard.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
And Robinson, the motion man right. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Hurts on the option right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Amari Cooper. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Complete. It's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. In motion, Slayton. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Fumbles it. One of the linebackers has got it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. New York set to take the field. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll set up a throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Oh, he stays up, and he works free. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing is Hurts. He shakes him off. And his pass incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
Barkley is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And to be frank, Charles, maybe they just got a little too cute there.
Not just a little too cute, but maybe a bit overconfident. It almost felt like they could dial up anything there and it would work, and they were going for a big hitter on that play because you don't call that just to pick up short yardage. You're trying to take that one to the house.
They dug deep in the playbook, probably wish they had not. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Hurts. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly what...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the... And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. They're going to look to throw as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Antonio Gibson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Matthew Stafford with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Tajay Spears, a touchdown run in the victory. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's